Not good timing. I just took a bite of something. I was looking. All right. Um, I do. I try to watch a lot of the videos, and there's some people out there who put a lot of time, a lot of effort, and excellent, excellent videos out there. Um, was just watching one here that's talking about Asperger's and executive function, and I want to give this lady credit. She's got quite a few viewers. Let me size her down here. It's Hannah, Hannah, Riddell, and I've walked a couple of hers, and I recommend her to be watched. I'm learning a lot. She's talking about executive functioning here, and I've heard other people talk about that before. I'm sort of watching myself instead of you. Um, and it's sort of tying into what I was talking about yesterday, or the last video I made, and that is how um, it's a bumpy road uh, learning about who you are, because the truth is, the truth for me is that covered up a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have. Um, I guess I'm being hard on myself to say it that way, because if you don't know what you're covering up, let me just get to the point. Um, she's talking about executive functioning and how, and basically, I've never heard it defined this way before, but she was saying that um, you don't take past experiences and apply them to current situations. So that you can see how that would affect you during work. If you do something at work and it doesn't work the way you did it before, the next time you do it a different way. Same with social situations, the same with communication. I guess that's social too. But I just applied for a new job, and it's it's traumatizing in a way, because well, I'm 59, and that's a factor. Like it or not, age is a factor. But it's a position that will be working with families that have autistic children, and it's parents that have a known tendency, a bias towards suicide. So basically trying to make a correlation between families that are already prone to having that in this family, and then monitoring and tracking children that are autistic in those families. Anyway, I think I have a background that would work in that. And I think it would be very rewarding to be part of something where you're going to hopefully lower the suicide rate in our community. I'm off on a tangent. Executive function, maybe that's an example of it, always going on tangents and perseverating on ideas, and just anyway, I'm feeling kind of, I guess, deflated or something. I don't know what the term would be, but I realized how there were things in my life. She was talking. I mean, she's talking about career, but she was also talking about executive functioning and how it affects even things like keeping your house organized. Uh, you know what I mean? I mean, I've got stuff that's been sitting here for a month, and that's the recent stuff. It really is. Look around my life, and it's symbolic of what I did to myself. I kept pushing things in drawers and in closets and under beds, and When that didn't work, I started filling up rooms. I'm not a hoarder, don't get me wrong. I'm being a little bit hard on myself right now, but um, I guess what I'm saying though is that some of the things you did to cope when you didn't know you're autistic, now that you're going to find you're autistic, you're going to start coming up, you're going to start addressing issues that you haven't addressed before and needed to be addressed. And I'm sort of, one of the dilemmas right now is that, where do I go from here? How do I, how do I, who do I talk to? Who do I try to get help from? Other than watching videos like this, but then I'm left in that same situation of saying, okay, executive functioning, there's things I just don't know how to do. And there's a silence and crickets, and it's like you're still back in the same spot. It's like your wheels are stuck, and you're spinning. You just keep spinning your wheels. So anyway, another side of discovering your autism, I guess. It's kind of really takes the wind out of me. It is right now. I mean, I'm just sort of, but there's a lot of hope there too. A lot to learn here, and I'd rather be on this side facing these problems than on the other side trying to cover them up still. So that's the positive side of it all. I don't know if there's much more to say about it, I guess. Excuse me. It's another one of those phases, another one of those bumps in the road or hills or mountains or whatever. It's a lot. I guess I knew it wasn't going to be all easy, smooth sailing, and it's not. So I've got these questions now I've got to start addressing, and that is, what do I do? What now? What do you do with the stuff that you don't know, that you know isn't good for you, and or that has not worked out for you, or whatever? And then what do you do? Where do you go? I through work I've got insurance. I think I've got like 6 counseling sessions, free, and it's meant for financial problems, relationship problems, personal problems, and I really don't know how far I'm going to get saying, okay, help me with my autism, because it may not do much more good than just listening. I mean, I don't know. I'm being very pessimistic right now. But it seems like if a person doesn't know what they're doing, they don't know autism and the problems that we're facing, it's just, I'm going to say a big percentage of people out there who, before they knew, maybe even after they knew, maybe it's a frustration for everybody, but you go to these professionals that really don't know. I mean, they're winging it. And I agree, I understand that to a certain degree, but, we don't have all the time in the world. We don't have all the money in the world for someone to practice on us, It's nice to go and I know it's not it's an art, not a science. It's not like they can say, okay, you're a number 4, we'll get you a number 4 counselor. You're on the spectrum, and where the hell's that? That's, we got to find out where the heck that is. So anyway, I have a rant here, I guess. One of those days. What to do? What to do? Well, this is part of my ASD journey. Don't know what I'm going to call this, but thank you for watching. Hope it helps somebody out. Hopefully.